Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting straight into a massive one, the Champions League semifinal, first leg, Barcelona versus Inter Milan.
Huge game. And this deep dive is powered by Tips Moto, Kenya's trusted home for elite football betting tips.
Exactly. It's actually been 15 years since these two met this deep in the competition, so yeah, pretty significant.
15 years. Wow. Okay, so our mission today here at Tips Moto is really to give you the clearest possible picture based on everything we know.
Let's start with Barcelona then. Hansi Flick's got them playing some serious football.
Oh, absolutely. We've been watching them closely. That recent Copa del Rey win against Real Madrid, that says a lot.
And they're sitting pretty comfortably top of La Liga too. Well, it looks good for them.
It really does. And in Champions League specifically, their attack has been, frankly, incredible. 37 goals so far.
37.
Yeah.
And their temporary home, Montjuic. That's been key, hasn't it?
Definitely. Our Tips Moto data is crystal clear on this. They're perfect at home in Europe this season. 6 wins from 6.
6 wins. And how many goals?
21 goals scored there. It's become a real fortress. Visiting teams just haven't found answers. We consider that ruthless form.
Okay, but they will be missing Robert Lewandowski. That's a big miss, surely.
It is, no doubt. But, the Yama-Rafinha pairing has been, well, surprisingly effective. Our analysis at Tips Moto shows they've actually combined for 5 Champions League goals already.
5 goals between them.
Yep. And created 16 chances on top of that. They've really stepped up.
So who leads the line then?
Looks like Ferran Torres is likely to get the nod. And we've got all the best options lined up for anytime scorer or assist combos involving him over at Tips Moto.
And Szczesny expected in goal for Inter, facing that attack. Okay, let's flip to Inter Milan.
Right, Inter. Simone Inzaghi's side, they're built differently. Very hard to beat. That's their identity.
Yeah, their defensive record in this competition backs that up, doesn't it?
It really does. We've tracked this at Tips Moto, 8 clean sheets. 8. And they've only conceded 5 goals in the entire campaign. That's tight.
Very tight. But they do have firepower up front, too. Lautaro Martínez.
Martínez. He's the main man for sure. And our tracking shows he's on a hot streak in the Champions League, scored in 5 consecutive games.
5 in a row. That's some form. He's obviously the key threat we're watching closely at Tips Moto.
Absolutely. Central to everything they do going forward.
There's a but, isn't there? Their domestic form recently. It's been not great.
Yeah, that's the elephant in the room. 3 straight defeats in Serie A, and crucially, they haven't scored a single goal in those games.
0 goals in 3 games.
Yeah.
That's a concern heading into a cauldron like Montjuic.
It's the big question mark. Will that affect their mental edge? We break down exactly that potential impact over on www.tipsmoto.to.ke. We advise listeners don't get informed with our analysis.
Good point. Any team news for Inter? They need everyone they can get, you'd think.
Well, Marcus Thuram might be back from injury, which would be a boost. And we expect Mkhitaryan and Bastoni to return, strengthening that core.
Okay, that helps. Anyone doubtful?
Benjamin Pavard is a bit of a doubt. But the good news for them is Dumfries and Zielinski are back in the squad, so Inzaghi has options.
So tactically, what are we expecting from Inter? Sit deep.
Yeah, we anticipate a compact, disciplined setup, very tactical. They'll try to frustrate Barcelona, stay solid, and maybe hit on the brakes with Martínez.
Makes sense. So for anyone listening, if you're looking for those smart betting angles, the expert breakdowns.
Tips Moto is the place. Honestly, we're watching every single angle of this matchup, corner spreads, goal lines, outright winners. We've got the data edge for Kenyan punters.
We know where the value lies, even in those score specials or anytime goal markets you mentioned.
Exactly. Whether it's Torres for Barca or Martínez for Inter, our analysis pinpoints the key involvements.
That's the Tips Moto edge, right? Live updates, value picks on corners and cards, first score markets, tracking line movements.
The full package. For the complete picture on Barcelona versus Inter Milan betting insights, you really need to visit www.tipsmoto.co.ke.
We deliver winning football analysis for the Kenyan punter. No hype, no guesswork, just solid insights.
Okay, so to quickly recap, Barcelona, potent attack, strong home form, even without Lewandowski. Inter, defensively solid in Europe, Martínez firing, but with questions over their recent domestic results.
A fascinating clash awaits. And remember, this deep dive has been powered by Tips Moto.
Absolutely. Make sure you head over to www.tipsmoto.co.ke to get those expert betting tips. We are Kenya's trusted home for elite football betting tips.
Couldn't have said it better. Join us next time for another deep dive into the Champions League.
Brought to you by Tips Moto, the name you can stake on.